As of right now, you have sent obsessive texts to Miya. We have all seen the text.
I said, "Who are you?" He said, "I'm the maintenance guy."
Have you ever told someone you were not interested in them? Maybe it was awkward. Maybe they were upset for a little while. But eventually, they moved on, right? Well, the man in this story could not handle hearing the word no. And because of that, a 19-year-old girl never made a home. Miya Marcano was born on April 26, 2002, in Pembroke Pines, Florida. Her dad, Marlon Marcano, was a well-known local DJ, and mother YMA Scarborough Miya had one older brother, Marlon Jr., and they both grew up in Pembroke Pines, Florida. When their parents divorced, their mother went and lived in the Virgin Islands, and their dad remarried a lady known as Giselle Blanche, who became like second mother to Miya and her brother. Her family called her Mimi, and she was truly the princess of the family. You could see why. Everyone who knew Miya described her the same way. Smart, confident, beautiful. She knew what she wanted from life, and she went after it. She was not easily influenced by anyone.
She exceeded my expectations because, she's a beautiful girl. She's very smart, knew what she wanted.
After graduating high school in 2020, Miya did not waste any time. She enrolled straight into Valencia College in Orlando, planning to study art and later move into sports medicine. She also got a part-time job at Arden Villas, a student housing complex near UCF, and even got an apartment there to make life easier. For a while, things were going really well for her, but then this guy showed up. His name was Armando Caballero. He worked as a maintenance guy at Arden Villas, and for some reason he became completely obsessed with Miya. He kept asking her out. She kept saying no. He would ask again. She would say no again. It got so bad that Miya actually had to tell her own family about it. She was uncomfortable, and honestly, who would not be? At one point, Armando texted Miya, saying he would give her his entire life savings if she just agreed to go on one single date with him. That is not romantic. That is a red flag. But Miya stood her ground. She rejected him every single time. She was clear. She was firm. And she had done absolutely nothing wrong. On Friday, September 24th, 2021, Miya finished her shift at around 5 p.m. She was excited. She had a flight that evening to Fort Lauderdale to visit her family. She went back to her apartment to grab her suitcase. She never came out. Her family started texting and calling. No response. Her flight landed. No Miya. No calls. Nothing. That is when her mom knew something was very wrong. She immediately called the Orange County Sheriff's Office and requested a wellness check. When a deputy arrived and got inside Miya's apartment, what he found was deeply disturbing. Her bedroom door was unlocked but blocked from inside. A dresser had been pushed right up against it, like she was desperately trying to keep someone out. The window had been tampered with. Jewelry was scattered all over the floor. There were red stains on her pillow. Her roommate pointed the finger straight at Armando. She told the officer everything, the harassment, the constant rejections, all of it. And then the deputy just left. No crime scene tape. No arrest. Nothing. Miya's family was not waiting around. They drove through the entire night and reached the apartment complex at around 3 a.m. They called the sheriff's office again to get access into Miya's room. And then out of absolutely nowhere, Armando showed up for in the morning, his day off, standing right outside Miya's apartment. He walked straight up and said, "I heard you were looking for Miya. I am the maintenance guy."
He said, "I'm the maintenance guy. I heard you're looking for me."
Think about that. Nobody had publicly announced that Miya was missing yet. So how'd he know? Why was he there at 4 in the morning when he had no reason to be? He told officers a mutual friend called Toddy had informed him. But here's the problem. Not one single person, not Miya's friends, not her roommates, not anyone knew anyone named Toddy. Only Armando.
But no one knows Tati.
Mind
You
you,
keep
and
mentioning
you live
Tati
20
and no
minutes
one
away
knows
from here,
Tati.
and you get a call
The
all of a
roommates
sudden.
don't even know Tati.
You've been sleeping since
You
10
keep
o'clock,
saying
and all of a
Tati is
sudden
a
you're showing
friend.
up here at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Even with all of this, the officer let him go, said there was not enough evidence. Miya's family was not done. They quietly followed Armando back to his apartment and watched him from outside. They saw him taking things out of his car: gloves, a black backpack, and a pink blanket. They recognized that blanket immediately. It belonged to Miya. They called 911 right away.
The blanket.
Oh my God, that is my blanket.
Police came but had no search warrant, so they could not enter without his permission. Armando eventually let them inside, but nothing significant was found. And then, just like that, Armando disappeared too. By now, Miya had officially been listed as a missing person. A warrant was issued for Armando's arrest. Investigators pulled security footage and key fob records and pieced together exactly what had happened. At 2 p.m. that afternoon, someone used an on-call maintenance key fob to enter Miya's apartment while she was still at work. That key fob was in Armando's possession. He went back again at 4:30 p.m., 30 minutes before her shift even ended. Miya got home at 5:06 p.m. He had been waiting for her inside her own apartment. At 7:16 p.m., Armando's car was captured on camera, leaving the complex. The case exploded nationally. The FBI joined the investigation. Search teams covered 3 full counties: helicopters, K-9 units, dive teams. Over 30 searches in just a few days. Miya's family held candlelit vigils. Her photo was shared everywhere. Everyone was praying she would come home safe. On Monday morning, September 27th, police received a call about a man found unresponsive in the garage of another apartment complex. It was Armando Caballero. He had taken his own life.
Death.
We found a suicide on property. Someone hung themselves from a garage.
The only person who knew where Miya was gone. Miya's family was devastated and furious at the same time. He had chosen the coward's way out, and he took the truth with him, but they refused to stop searching. They held on to hope. On October 2nd, 2021, 8 days after she vanished, search teams found Miya's body. She was discovered in a wooded area near a rundown neighborhood in Orlando called Timber Cove, a place Armando used to live and knew well. Her hands and feet were bound with duct tape. Her mouth was covered. She was only partially dressed. Her purse was found close by. Due to how much time had passed, the medical examiner was unable to determine the exact cause of death. She was 19 years old. Miya's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Arden Villas. Their argument was simple and powerful. Armando had completely unrestricted access to every single apartment in the complex using a master key fob. That level of access should have been monitored. If it had been, Miya might still be alive today. And here's something that makes this even harder to accept. This was not Armando's first time. Just months earlier at a different complex, he had written a note to another woman asking her out. When she canceled plans, someone threw a dumbbell through her bedroom window that same night. Nobody could prove it was him, but everyone knew. He also had a prior arrest from 2013 for bringing a homemade explosive device to a high school. He pleaded guilty to a lesser charge and received only probation. Arden Villas claimed their background check came back clean, saying the criminal record belonged to someone else with the same name and same date of birth. In a significant legal victory, the family of Miya Marcano reached an out-of-court settlement with Arden Villas Apartments and the Price Company in August 2023. While the specific settlement amount was not publicly disclosed, this resolution marked an important step in the family's pursuit of justice. The family's attorney, Daryl K. Washington, stated that Arden Villas gave Armando Caballero the unfettered access he needed to kill Miya. They need to be held accountable for their negligence. Beyond the settlement, the Marcano family successfully championed the passage of Miya's Law, which took effect July 1st. This groundbreaking legislation requires apartment complexes to conduct background checks on employees, provide 24-hour notice to tenants before staff entry, and maintain logs of employee access to units. The settlement, though not monetary compensation alone, represented the family's primary goal, bringing about lasting change to prevent other families from experiencing similar tragedy.